Hey everyone, been eons since I've done this channel update reflection. What just happened in 2020? That was nuts. Happened Christmas Eve day, the Dindera video, the unboxing. For you that have been watching all year, to all you new ones, had no clue. I thought that was one of my last perfumes I'd ever get in my collection. Not kidding. The makers just came along and I thought Instar was going to do EO1, EO2, EO3, EO4. It was kind of like, I mean, literally 2 days later, Tiger Lust. And I really wanted to hate that. But it just, the video's real. I can't believe that he could combine an EO1, EO2 and let it transition like it does. I just was dumbfounded on that. And then after that, it just seemed like perfumers were challenged. I really dug into the Dixon Zacks I had, everything. And then just COVID and the olfaction awards made me really dig into the award winners there. I found Rasa. Wow. That unboxing was special too. That was a real moment, not staged, not nothing. I mean, I spent the money. I did not expect for it to be good. It was an American company, and we're talking like 100 American companies I bought ouds from. I don't know why I took the gamble on her. To this day, we emailed, maybe because she talked to me, and it was just, there was just this vibe. There was just something in the text of the perfume notes. And because she didn't talk about Rising Phoenix, she didn't talk about how special the oud was. None of that was there. I had to discover that. I'm the one that put it out there, and she just knew what smelled really good and was going for the best, and didn't really know how to advertise the oud. And then next thing you know, I unboxed it. I'm like, I can't believe how good this oud is in this perfume. This is an American company using this quality of oud. Everybody, even your Riege and Insars, are using low quality. She goes and uses just a high quality Rising Phoenix oud. Blew my mind. And that set up a lot of learning from there. I'm the first guy I'm just rambling here. Please click out of the video if you don't want to rambling. I'm going to try not to rant at all. I'm going to try to keep it just positive. A reflection. This is a reflection video. I think Anonym was after that. I'm just spouting off stuff that reflection of the year. Anonym was next. And that was real too. That happened with Ross, the olfaction. I bought Keeman. My homeboy Jamie from Puerto Rico sends me a text saying Keeman's out. And I knew about it. This was the second round. And luckily I got the lucky scent before they put up the homepage. As soon as the homepage, within minutes, it's done. And I got a link and bought it. I knew what it was. And no accident here. I'm going to try to keep this positive. Am I pissed off that I sold more bottles than everybody that they gave free ones to? A little bit. Yeah. But then I come back to my channel's mantra and purpose, and I'm like, I have to hold. You're going to see this over and over. Like, I have to bring myself back and weight myself that it is about chasing the best. If I lose that, I'm going to lose a lot of special perfumes and get bitterness and all the crap that goes with it. And I've had to fight that off for this year more than any other. Getting to know people, that's just, relationships are messy. And we'll get into one in particular later. Most of you know of, and I hinted at in one of my last videos. It's about the juice. It's not, if a company does me wrong, I'll report it. I'll tell it, but I'm not going to quit giving them chances. If they come out with the masterpiece, I'm still there. We're all human. I'm human as a reviewer. In the beginning, if you can, I hit a lot of stuff in my videos in the beginning of rants and stuff. Nobody was watching now. I have to watch what I say. So that's why these are so few and far apart, because I really want to keep it positive. So that lucky scent order. This is what I do. I go buy sample. I've sampled almost everything there, right? So I go see what's new arrivals, read on the new companies. Anonym was one of them. It was ambergris. They said it was all natural ambergris. Sure, no doubt. Click, add. Request sample, right? I get, I think about 2 bottles, so I requested 6 samples, and I put the anonym in there, the silver only. I didn't have the other 2. I got the box. This was right when COVID. So I kind of left it for like a month. I didn't do reviews for like a month there in April, and it was just unopened box. Both of them were. And I'm just like, because the 14-day cardboard thing with COVID, I had no clue. And I'm like, I got plenty of perfume to wear now. Took my break, went home, watched a bunch of Marvel movies, and finally got bored and just started working again. And Rasa videos first, and then I unopened this box, and I remember I just swiped on the ambergris. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is real ambergris. This smells like Bacal Gris. First sentence, truth to God story. I had it saved in Google Docs in my revision history, and I did the Kima and did a bunch of other olfaction stuff. 5-6 weeks later, don't have nothing to review, so I pull it out. Finished writing the whole review, wore it a few more times, and I knew I wasn't going to score it bottle worthy, so I think I wore it 3 times on that. And right before, literally before to go into film, I'm like, because I was so used to this point being the first to review from Dendera and the olfaction awards. I put so many. People don't get, like, my first year reviewing, because I reviewed everything everybody else did thousands of times. I mean, I had people like, oh, I could do what you do. You're just reading notes. I'm like, I do read the notes, but my first experience is completely without anything. And because this is about my learning. This isn't about me looking like an expert in front of you guys. I give a crap less about that. It's not what this is about. I wanted to learn video editing. I wanted to learn perfume composition. This is the way I chose to do it. I combined the two, and it became fun. And I created a YouTube channel because I was starting to buy from these companies, and it helps keep them honest. There you go. That's the truth of my YouTube channel. And I literally am out to find the best of the best. I do it in everything else, from food to whatnot. I mean, life's short. I want people pushing themselves, and I want to find those people. I'm into Japanese still knives now. I mean, I love people pushing their own craft. It's special. It's unique. Something about it. So that's what I'm doing with perfume, and I'm doing my best job finding it in front of you. So, did the search. Man, this is long-winded. Everybody, I was like 4 people, even WAFs. I was like, how did the WAFs get this? That's nuts. So I just, at this point, I went back and read the reason I went and looked to see if anybody did it, because I went and read the marketing text. Guess who did it? And I went back to my first sentence. This smells like Bacal Gris. And I'm like, holy crap, this is Russian Adam. There's no flipping way. And he was a whole long time before releases. And I'm like, it makes sense. And then I did some other things I'm like, this matches up. This matches up. I literally went through Lucky Scent's catalog of ambergris fragrances. And I'm like, the only people that do real ambergris on here, Eris Perfumes, which I'm friends with, and I have a sample of MXX, and it's nowhere close to that. Insar, Bortnikov, and Russian Adam. And I'm like, this is Russian Adam's work. Just is. It is. You can't tell me different. Don't try to. And then I'm like, I see these videos, and all I'm doing is scrubbing. Like, please tell me they didn't guess Russian Adam. Thought for sure somebody did. And then you got one guy saying it's not even ambergris, and then the other guy's not a clue. And then another guy broke it down. Sebastian, my video says it, broke it down respected him so much more from that day. Became a fan of his that day of how he broke down this fragrance blind. It's hard to do. And it's special to know there's no trickery involved and see somebody do that. That was fun. And nobody guessed it. So there I go on film guessing Russian Adam, thinking it would be all fun and exciting and we'll talk about it. Never before have I been so hated. All my peers, and then the peers that wouldn't tell me off were just quiet, no texts, no nothing. I'm like, really? Whatever, guys. And then couple of my loyal subscribers, I know who you are, stood by me. And then a lot silent, and then a lot just like, you're off your rocker, man. The worst comments I got, and I'm like, tell me who it is then. Let's at least be constructive about it instead of being like that. So a month later, Golden Ambergris did that, and then after that, everybody's saying Russian Adam, trying to take credit. I hate that about this community. It's one thing I've always tried to do is give credit to the originator, always. And I tell my daughters and everybody, be an originator. Sure, being copies flattery, but it's also weak. Anyways, that's my little rant. I'm off of it. And then, and when I go back and like with Hyde, I thought I was the first ever to really cheerlead that on. I did not see that before any of my videos, but his was postmarked before me. So I started giving the Voice of Fragrance credit for that. Amazing review. So it's just, I couldn't believe that. I was hated for a month, and all of a sudden you got a couple people saying, oh, yeah, it's Russian Adam. I'm like, you guys got to be kidding me. Seriously? Whatever. All right, we're moving on. But that's not what this is about. Positive. I unveiled an anonymous perfumer this year. Woo! My channel's responsible for like breaking 20 new releases. Nobody else broke. Little old me. I know why. Because I'm not sponsored. I buy my own stuff. That's why. Plain and simple. Your magazines that do coverage and whatever, they want paid. They want a deal. So they're not breaking it. So guess what? I'm going to work my butt off and break it and do a full-time job at the same time. So that was a pleasure. That was fun. And from that effort, from that fruit, I got recognized for Rosse to do that with me and do an exclusive for Last of the Auger. That was special. So over 20 new releases we've done this year. What else have we done this year? Insar. Me and Insar did some really good work together. I had to ask the questions, but he did not hold back. He could have. The value of Oud, the best video on my channel, as far as something I stand behind. It's going to get understood more and more as we move forward. I know constructively, and I welcome all the constructive criticism with the value of Oud. I hope we get more. I get all your points, but it's a powerful one we made as well. And I think we just need more people to our side. It's truth in marketing, truth in advertising. Ultimately, we're going for. There's not enough really good artisanal oud for the mass market that everybody's trying to say it's oud. Anyways, one of the most important videos I've done. That was cool. The whole Insar series. Mellifluent series. Wow. I don't know if people realize this because it kind of got buried with a ton of stuff. I was releasing so much stuff. We literally just made an attar on a YouTube video. Like a pretty darn good attar. A to Z on a YouTube video. Those are family secrets. 10 years ago, those were guarded. There's an art of giving of yourself to the world and how it comes back. In my first videos, you heard me say over and over again, I'm going to do this different. I'm going to do this different. That's me doing it different. Yeah, the old me, I'm human. I'll admit it. The old me, I mean, I would just selfishly just try to hoard information like that and act like put a carrot in front of people. Look what I have. Ha ha ha. You don't. But to put that out in the world was pretty cool. How to do an ambergris tincture, start to finish. Wow. That's stuff that was, I talked to people before I did that, and they would just try to confuse you. They would never get, and it's a simple thing, but it's such an elusive ingredient to acquire that it got more complicated than it should have. So to put that on film is pretty special. I didn't know the channel would take that turn. I didn't know we'd go there, but we are. We're going to teach. And I'll allow people on who want to come on and share that with the world as well. The Olfaction Awards. I haven't gotten into trouble for this yet, but I do it all in good spirits. I guess 2 more. 2 out of 30. That's pretty darn good. 5 awards given. I guess 2 of the 5 out of 30. That's pretty good. It's 2 years in a row. I'm glad more people are covering the Olfaction now. I was trying to, because of COVID, it happened. If COVID didn't happen, there wouldn't have been as much coverage. But more coverage is a good thing. Good awards. And yes, that's why my channel recognizes them. And now quite a few other channels have started recognizing them. That wouldn't have without that much time with the COVID, as there's a 6-month lag. But I brought you that coverage. All that to say, 2020, we did a lot. This channel did a lot in 2020. Thank you for being part of it. There will be a day when I won't be able to keep this up. It might be sooner than you think. It might be later. I don't know when. But I had fun getting to know who I got to know. I am now connected to the world. That's awesome. Fragrance, oud especially. It's connected me to the world from a town this small in the middle of nowhere. It's a special thing to reflect on. I don't say all these in ego and boast. I say it as it's exactly what got accomplished, and it's exactly what the channel did. I couldn't predict it. I didn't know it would happen. I didn't know about all those releases. I didn't have those relationships before the year started. I didn't know people would open up to me like they did. Thank you to all the perfumers talking to me, working with me, and pushing perfumery better. I'm able to cover more perfumes than other people. I don't know why. I don't know why I like natural so much and then can venture into mixed media so much. I don't know how I can do both. So, yeah, I obviously enjoy wearing naturals more. That's the ones that get sprayed the most. But I really enjoy good compositions, artful compositions. I don't know if I've forgotten anything. That was a lot. We're deep into this. I showed you another view of my hometown. Able to do another video. 2020 in the books. Here's the 2021 and what it brings. I do have some of my own stuff that I'm testing out in a small market with friends. Giving them super good deals, basically covering product costs. They don't know what they're smelling. They don't know the value of the stuff they're smelling. But it's real ambergris, real musk, real oud. And basically I just want their feedback and giving it to them in 10 mLs at a time, and they're covering costs without knowing it. I'm selling it like it's a real product. nice bottle and everything. So hopefully this year we'll have a nice professional release done that I feel comfortable with for mass market. Just reflections. I did rant a bit. Just a couple of those topics get me going. And I haven't done live updates because those would have took like a whole hour of each of those rants, and it's not worth it. I even might cut it out here. We'll see if it flows, but we're here to push perfume forward, push the craft forward. I believe we have a lot further to go. There's some things that opened up this year that I was like, whoa, we can take this so many different ways now. So it's good stuff coming still. Still push it. All right, guys. I need to wind this up. I could just talk for another hour. Peace to you in the new year. Be blessed.